Yo, shout out to the Most High. That's always the highest even when we in our Lord State. You know what I'm saying? I'm L-Deez, also known Party Boy Lawrence the One. For another episode, I need to know with my special guest. What's your name, G?
Man, the name is Omayga, man. P360 Entertainment in the building. What's happening?
Okay, so let's take a one-on-one real quick. You know what I'm saying? How did you get your name, Omayga?
All right, so Omayga, it's an acronym. I started really taking rap kind of serious around like 19. And Omayga is spelled O-M-A-Y-G-A. And it stands for one man against your greatest army.
Ooh. Look at him trying to hold his mouth in. You know that shit, bro.
Hey, man. That's a little, you know.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I think that it's dope that people actually take shit and then kind of like reinvent it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing I wanted to ask you, what is P360?
Man, that's even deeper. That's another. The P stands for perpetual.
Okay.
Like, you know, always moving, always going. The 360 is 360 degrees of revolution. Okay. So it's perpetual revolution, meaning the movement that never stops.
Okay.
So this shit going forever, you know what I'm saying?
So under that afro, you thinking of all this shit.
Man, I'm trying to think a little something.
Okay, I might have to reconnect you, you know what I'm saying, with you on some new shit, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I told you, I'm here. You can't get rid of me.
Okay, for sure. That's good. That's good. I got to ask you a question. You said earlier, right, that you've been rapping since 19, right?
I've been rapping since I was like 10, like rapping.
Oh, okay.
I'm a musician as well. I've been playing drums since I was 3 years old.
I saw that.
Like, yeah, like this is, yeah, man. It's in me, not on me.
Okay. So how did you get introduced to playing the drums?
Church.
I seen on your timeline that you had some of the album covers that you felt like changed your life. So I saw Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
I'm like, he must have been playing them drums in church.
For sure. That Rebirth album was something I used to practice to like every day, for sure. Like I saw when they was doing the Instagram, the 10 albums that changed your life, whatever thing. It really wasn't necessarily my 10 favorite albums, but it was the 10 albums that like not to knock Aaliyah One in a Million album, but that's not necessarily maybe my top 10 favorite album. Yeah, that was the first CD I ever bought with my own money.
What, the One in a Million or the Kirk Franklin?
The One in a Million album.
Okay.
So I'm saying like that's even like I said, even though it's not maybe my favorite album, that was a pivotal moment.
Definitely.
So it's like I had to pick the albums that was like pivotal moments. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It don't got to be your favorite, but again, it's a pivotal moment.
Yeah.
Like say like if you got your virginity busted by a big fat chick with missing teeth. Even though that it wasn't, you know, it was a pivotal moment.
Yo, I'm going to tell you right now, I Get Around Tupac ain't necessarily my favorite song.
Okay.
But it holds a special place.
Oh, that 93 Until Infinity and that one, and Tupac and MC Breed, we was in the motherfucking room all night drinking E&J, smoking chronic. You know what I'm saying? With two broads, watching the box.
Ooh, call it. I had a 900 block at my house. We couldn't even call in on the box, man. I used to just watch the previews and just hope somebody called a video in.
Yeah.
I'm aging myself, man, talking about the box, man.
The box, you know what I'm saying? What was your favorite 2 videos on the box?
Ooh, because see, the box went for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
It low-key went into like, okay.
Yeah.
Favorite 2 videos from the box. I'm going to freestyle this one.
Freestyle it, because I got one off top. I used to love to come
Straight up, I came from, man. When I was a kid, it was one of my favorite videos, Humpty Dance, Digital Underground.
Okay.
That was one of my ones. And when I got a little bit older, the video that I liked to come on all the time was that public service announcement. My love is the shit.
Okay.
That was. I'm
gonna have to look that one up. I think my favorite video, one of them was Knocking Pictures Off the Wall by Young Star.
Wow.
Do you remember that?
Wow.
Beating down the block, knocking. And when I got a little older in 8th grade, it was Pop That Coochie by Luke.
Yikes.
You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know, I was still a virgin then, so, you know, that shit was going crazy.
My cousins messed me up with that 2 Live Crew shit. Yeah, my cousins really messed me up with that 2 Live Crew shit. It gave me my affliction I have for strippers now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I came from. I was at Lil Darlings when I was 18.
Lil Darlings, what is that?
That is a gentleman's club in San Francisco.
Oh, what is that off Market Street or something?
No, that ain't Market. Oh, is that Market? No, that's Broadway. So Little Darlings when I was 18, and that Kanye West Slow Jams came on.
Okay.
And
with Twister. With Twister.
Yeah, I ain't never gonna listen to that song. I ain't never heard that song the same way again, man.
Okay.
That song was, man, you're not supposed, you don't look in their eyes. You're not supposed to look in the eye. I looked in their eyes.
Okay.
Next thing you know, it was,
oh shit. Well, that's definitely better than getting burnt. Burning some scratches definitely better than getting burnt in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit. You might never want to hear the song you got burnt to again.
And those are them pivotal moments.
Shit.
So talk about your new single, Caught Up.
Yeah, man, I got a single out right now called Caught Up with my homegirl Vivica Hawkins, amazing singer. Produced by myself and my boy Ricky Taylor.
Okay.
Dope producer. Kind of on like an island vibe, DeVito kind of Burna Boy, Afro beats type vibe, you know what I'm saying? Me and Vivica, man, we've been cool since like 18.
Okay.
18, like that's my homegirl. She's an amazing artist in her own right. She used to sing with this group, The Memorial. She has some dope music on her own. We both collaborate with my boy Kev Choice. He's a
shout out to Kev Choice. I was gonna ask you about that connection.
It's my brother, man.
Yeah,
straight up. Like,
yeah, because he plays the piano, if I'm not mistaken, right?
He's a pianist and MC as well.
Okay.
So like, I met him as well around 18 years old, like fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So started playing with him around that time, and then I moved to Boston to go to school out there at Berklee College of Music. But I started playing with him for a little while before I moved. Then when I moved back, we was rocking. We've been rocking ever since, man. Like I'm on all the projects. Like it's deeper than music with that dude. That's fam straight up.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. We just did the Black Lives Matter festival, Black Music Matters festival over at Lake Merritt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
cool
was
vibe,
you
cool
you was over there at the place like right next to Fairyland playing the drums, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was dope, man.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Amazing musician, amazing mind, activist, holds down the town. He just, paving ways to make artistry like how I make, giving the lane for that type of music and that type of just that type of artistry in general.
Okay. And Vivica is her name, right?
Yeah, Vivica Hawkins.
Okay, Vivica Hawkins. I noticed on that single that you got, y'all really sound good. Y'all ever think about putting out a solid project together?
Man, I just got to keep her in the studio. Okay. That's the trick with Viv. You just got to keep her in the lab. Just keep knocking out songs, man. And we got, the chemistry is we have a friendship. That's one of my best friends, so it's there.
Okay.
Like I hit her up right now and be like, "Hey, you all right?" You know what I'm saying?
I saw the video and I got to ask you a question, man. Who shot that? Because the shit is clear, man.
Oh man, once again, everything I do, man, I'm pretty much blessed to work with my actual friends, not just business relationships.
That's right.
Person who shoots all my videos is Alabanza Films. My Andrew Alabanza, my friend since high school. We know each other since he was 14 years old. Okay. He shoots a lot of videos for a lot of Richmond artists as well. He's real active out there. Tap in with him though. Alabanza Films, man. I'll connect you and everything like that. He's a beast, man. He's a beast with these videos.
Why don't you start up a crew called the Teen Connection? Because all your motherfucking partners is from your team.
Man, straight up. Hey, man.
The puberty posse. You know what I'm saying? That's hella cool, though.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times in this industry, we get with people just because they're industry friends. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have absolutely nothing to connect with.
I've lost some money doing that.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to actually make great music when I'm sitting up here looking like, man, this is a check. Yeah. This is a check. And then you kind of got to walk on eggshells and the studio session might start at 3, but then you wondering if you're going to get charged an extra 15 minutes late because,
Yeah. You just want to work with and build with people you've been in the trenches with or have seen you in the trenches. That's right. You know what I mean? People that have seen you. If somebody, and even you don't have to have known me since I was 15, 16 like that, but if you saw me at one point and you see me advance to another checkpoint, you see the grind. Yeah. So I would rock with somebody who I see their grind, I see their motive, I see their initiative, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not necessarily always about friendship, it's about your hustle, it's about your loyalty to a vision. Yeah. If we have a common goal, we have common minds, we can rock out.
And you know what's so great about what you said, though? is that you actually been rocking with these people since for a long time, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, time doesn't make you friends, although time gives you enough or more opportunity to be a good friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
definitely.
what's really dope is that these are your friends, so that's already a template on what the next person actually has to mimic during a new business relationship.
For sure. It's like I said, it's loyalty too.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you have a common goal that you stick to, and you're working with like-minded people, you're always gonna end up on the winning end. Even if the game got to go into overtime, you're gonna end up on the winning side of things.
Sometimes, even if you lose a game or something like that, and you could just go to the table and say, you know what, this is what went wrong or something like that, and then come back with a better process.
Oh man, if your bounce back game is pitiful, man, we can't even have a conversation. You got to be able to take them L's.
Okay.
You got to be able to get beat down and get back up, straight up. Like that's majority of my character is in my bounce back game. If I was just focused on the win and that was the only thing, man, I wouldn't be anywhere. I would probably be not doing shit, not doing music at all. Like, oh, it didn't work out.
Take me through an early journey of you being a drummer.
Oh man, how early you want to go?
I want to go at 3.
Pots and pans.
Okay.
Pots and pans, man. Actually, my grandmother got me my first drum set when I was 3 years old.
Can I just interject real quick? Just real quick.
Yeah.
When I saw you, your daughter plays the saxophone?
Yeah.
Okay, so does music run in your family?
You
Are you the only person that plays live instruments?
Hell no. My aunt plays piano.
Okay.
My mother sings. My sister sings. All of our stuff started in church.
Okay.
I was the one that went further outside with it. But if you want to talk about actual talent in my family, that's when I'm humbled.
Okay.
Like you hear them sing, it's like, all right, this nigga on drums is all right.
Yeah.
Damn, let me hear them sing again. Like, I'm not the. I will say I'm not the most talented one in my family. They're amazing. I'm the most business minded, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I grew up around a lot of talent. But no, as far as my children, I got a son that plays piano.
Okay.
Daughter that plays saxophone, and I have an 8-month-old that I see is trying to pick up the drums because he's right where I was at when I was his age. He's on pots and pans right now.
Okay.
He's every time I'm playing, he's right there judging me.
Okay. So how old were you when you first picked up the sticks and did your first gig?
I think like 11.
Okay. Was it at church?
No. Oh, okay. We count church. No, that I don't necessarily count church as a gig, but I became my church's drummer.
Praise God. He don't count working for the Lord as a job.
Nah, man. You know that is what it
No,
is.
because I want to ask you something.
I'm
real
not.
quick.
Hey, I'm not gonna say I haven't got paid for it.
That's what I was going on.
I'm not gonna say that. But I've never like based my stuff off of that. But my first gig, like I said, I became my church's drummer around 4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
I was she still is the pianist at my church. My first gig where I got some money though, I think it might have been church. I don't remember, but I know I started playing in this group, the Drew Band, a long time ago out of Vallejo.
Yeah.
And, me, his guitar player Darius, and his bass player Rosetta. We like I said, out of Vallejo, we played. Damn, what was our first gig? Might have been some pizza place or some backdoor barbecue spot or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, it was the first gig where we started getting money.
That's cool.
That's where you saw what could happen with it.
Yeah.
So now then I got into this program, Young Musicians program out of Berkeley. Started doing gigs with the jazz combo out of there. Started seeing what a little more money was like. And I'm like, at that time, I was playing baseball too.
Okay. For who?
I was playing San Pablo League. I'm from Richmond.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you what part of the Bay Area you from.
I'm in South Richmond, Maine.
Okay.
But I was playing baseball, but once I started actually seeing money from music, I was like, all right, this is what it is.
You put down the bat and picked up a whole different set of sticks.
Oh, for sure. It was like I was making money. I was making actual money. I had never seen money from doing like an hour of work. It was like, all right, I'm with this for sure.
So has there ever been a point in your career where you want to give up music?
No, but seriously reconsider my approach. Yes.
What do you mean? Please specify.
You never want to give up, but you adjust your approach to what you're doing. Like rapping necessarily wasn't winning for me.
Okay.
As much as my drum work. So everybody would ask me a lot, like, because they knew me. It was weird. It was hard to get my drum world and my rap world to come together.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, more people knew me initially as a drummer. Then I started rapping, and it was like, fuck you rapping for? You're an amazing drummer.
Okay.
But I respect hip hop. I've had a passion for this for so long that I'm like, because I'm nice, that's why. But it took a while to get them to take me seriously. So I developed kind of a smaller fan base in the rap world. And then once the people who knew me for rapping, they was like, you play drums? What for? Why are you playing drums? And that was wild to me because of how long that people really took me seriously as a musician. Then along that whole time, they always asked me, you ever rap and play drums at the same time? And I was like,
just gonna ask you that.
I was like, nah, that shit look corny.
Mm-hmm. That shit is hard though, right?
You ever rap and play drums at the same time? Man, nah, that shit corny, man. I like to move around. I'm hype on stage. But you ever rap and play drums at the same time? Man. Then I started rapping and playing drums at the same time. Those audiences came together, and now they understand me. They understand my full artistry. They understand really like what I do. Because usually when you do hip hop and you incorporate live music to it, you kind of head into the lane of the backpackers, the roots, like stuff like that. I came up on, not to knock any of that, but I came up on a lot of hood shit too.
Yeah.
Like, so if I'm sitting at the drums and I'm on some hood shit, I was a little nervous on how it would be accepted, because it's like, are you really gonna take me seriously? Mm-hmm. Or you just gonna, you know what I'm saying? So at some point I just had to say fuck it and go for what I know. Yeah. And now I'm where I'm at, and all my live shows I play drums, like everything. I like, and it's accepted, and it got a good reception. People accept it as unique, so it's cool.
You know, it's crazy because I can totally understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, people find me humorous, right? Yeah. Plus I make music and I rap too. So now my sets actually look like music, maybe a funny story in the middle, music, funny story, music. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So yeah, like MC Hammer was up there dancing and rapping at the same time.
Yo, check this out, man. Check this out. Shout out to all my friends. We have a group text, man. Every hip hop argument somehow gets to MC Hammer. Okay. I don't know how the fuck this shit happens. Okay. Every hip hop argument. We could be talking about 50 Cent versus Ja Rule. We could be talking top 5, right? Okay. Somehow this shit lands to 50 Cent. I mean, 50 Cent to MC Hammer. I don't know how. That's just funny that you mentioned him.
Well, want me to tell you what it is? Because when people talk about rappers, right?
Oh, shit.
When people talk about rappers.
Oh, before you go in, you're about to make some of my friends happy right now. I can tell right now, because I'm usually on the, just keep going.
When people talk about rappers, right?
Yeah.
And then they talk about the list, right?
Oh boy.
Then, watch this. We talking about rappers, the list, you know, the top 50.
Yeah, the list.
But want me to tell you what people kind of like get bridged and something gets snuck into?
Oh boy.
Rap artists.
Oh boy.
There's a difference between a rap artist and a rapper. Because if you put the top 50 rap artists, then you got to throw a motherfucker like Luke from 2 Live Crew in there, MC Hammer, Drake. But if you talking about the top 50 rappers, all the top 50 rappers ain't the top 50 rap artists.
They're entertainers.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. Like, I feel you. I'm not even gonna go into
Nate Dogg is a top 50 rap artist.
I'm gonna piss some people off. I'm gonna reserve my opinion today.
On what I just said?
Yeah.
I would love for you. Wait.
I'm gonna tell you straight
Okay.
up. The issue started.
Okay.
At the issue started. I forgot how we got into the argument. It was MC Hammer versus Nelly, and it was in that because it was like who was harder in their era or had more hits. I'm like, I forget how this argument went, but it was like.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
You can't compare MC Hammer to them niggas.
You can though, because they were the pop stars of their time.
True, but can I say one thing? Have they ever touched 100 mil?
God damn, you sound like my homies. Here we go.
No, because I mean, you got to look at it like this. I'm comparing Nelly to Ja Rule. I'll compare Nelly to Ja Rule.
Nelly, yeah, that's actually where it really started. It was like Nelly or Ja Rule. I went with Ja Rule.
Okay, I'm glad I was on to something because I wasn't
crazy.
there.
No, and it spurred from somebody always being like, "Well, Hammer the first one to touch whoop whoop," and it's like, "Oh Lord."
Do you know You Can't Touch This is one of the biggest rap songs, period?
But by that same token, how many Hammer quotable bars are there?
Well, can I say one thing? How many motherfuckers can sit there? How many of them niggas gotta dance like the Running Man though?
What in the hell does dancing have to do with rapping?
What does dancing have to do with rapping? Because hip hop is what elements? Tell me.
Oh, here we go.
No, say it, because I want to hear it.
Because
say it. No, say it, because you asked me a question.
Hip hop is an element, but rapping is an element of hip hop.
Okay, but I'm saying, what are the elements of hip hop? Please say it.
Graffiti, breaking.
Graffiti. Now, what is breaking?
Dancing.
Okay.
All day.
So you trying to tell me this nigga
rapping, DJing?
Now this nigga is doing two motherfucking elements of hip hop at one time.
I didn't say he wasn't hip hop.
Yeah.
I said rapping. I didn't say he wasn't hip hop.
He was also rapping at that time because I gotta ask you a question.
I just asked you for some quotable Hammer bars. That's all I asked.
I'ma turn this mother out. Let's get it started. But watch this. This is the ultimate bar. Want me to tell you the ultimate bar? You can't touch this. You had little kids doing this. Hey, shake my hand. You can't touch this. They made Bart Simpson shirts. What is a bigger hip hop quote than that? You got shit like that's up. Bling bling is up there, but not quite. You can't touch this.
No, I'll give you that all day. See, in his impact and everything like that, I'll give it up all day.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I mean, he was ahead of his time.
And I'm from the Bay. So it's like real tough to even voice these opinions. I'm cool with people that's cool with him, and he a real town nigga, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't want the Hammer goons to come out on me.
Can I tell you something? Now listen to me close. You ready for this?
Yeah.
When you think about Oakland in the Bay Area, we're sitting on a gold mine that others see that we don't see.
Oh man.
Now watch this. You on the BART train, you see the cranes, right? We just see the cranes, but guess what? George Lucas sees some of the robots to be in Star Wars.
For sure.
No, do the robots in Star Wars make more money than those cranes? Fuck yeah. You see Fairyland, right? Walt Disney saw Disneyland. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah.
So a lot of times we're ahead of our like Oakland motherfuckers. MC Hammer was just way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, Puffy started doing something similar later.
Yeah, but I'll go as far to say I honestly don't think there's been a bigger pop star in music, not music, in hip hop than MC Hammer.
Drake is finna be there in a second. No, matter of fact,
Drake,
he is.
You
He
think
is
so?
because he's been around longer. He's like doubling the time. Of relevancy.
Okay. See, he has longevity, but that shit that Hammer was on was something different. Yeah. I lived through that shit.
He had a toy. He had a cartoon.
He had a cartoon like
shoes.
Yeah, that was
a girl group.
That was a whole. He was on a whole lot of. He was on a whole hype.
Like prime example, in the early days of hip hop, right? They had something where there were template effects. When you think of Run DMC, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a few different groups that emulated Run DMC. The white version was Beastie Boys.
Yeah, that went pretty well.
The fat ones was the Fat Boys. But if Run DMC was trapped up in one motherfucker, who would it be?
You say if you wrap them up in one person?
Yeah, if Run DMC was just a solo artist, who was that?
LL.
Thank you.
I'm here.
But MC Hammer was all that with one nigga. Yeah. He was three. He was MC Hammer. He had 3 girls that was like him, and he had a motherfucking hype man. What was his hype man name? Do you remember?
The Too Big MC.
Too Big MC. He looked just like MC Hammer, but he was fat.
The Too Big MC don't get enough respect, by the way.
He don't.
He don't get enough respect and shine. We got to give the two. Where is the Too Big MC?
I do not know.
Because listen, man, he needs his respect. I feel like I'm the only person on earth that remembers the Too Big MC.
Yeah.
He was pre-Biggie.
But think about what I said, though. And he had an MC Hammer, even though that he didn't have nobody white in his group, they compared him to Vanilla Ice, but that was more for them. They compared Vanilla Ice to him, I should say.
My boy said the best concert he ever been to was the Hammer Vanilla Ice show when he was like 5 years old.
I bet.
He said it changed his life.
I bet.
And he's seen Beyonce, Jay-Z. He's like, yeah, I saw Hammer Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, but you know, the first time that you do something is pretty exciting. But speaking of the first time, what is the first motherfucking song that you ever recorded?
Whoa, oh boy. First song I recorded was it was in my boy Jab in the lab. It was in his bedroom. His bedroom on 29th and Cutting in Richmond. What was the name of the song though? Something like You Don't Want It With Me or something like that. I was talking all types of reckless shoot 'em up shit.
Yeah.
I was talking crazy. That was when I was like, oh, no. You know what? No, that was my first full song. My first song I recorded at El Cerrito High. Shout out all the gauchos. You know what I'm saying? It was a remake of Song Cry. Jay-Z, Song Cry. And I remade that thing. And like my hypest moment, I got that thing played during the announcements.
Yeah, that's dope.
Felt like a star.
You should have.
Felt like a star.
So do you make beats too? Or you just drum?
I do some live production.
Some what?
I do some live production where shout out my man G Coop, an amazing producer. He does a lot of work with Metro Boomin, produced Bad and Bougie, produced I Got the Keys.
Is he from the Bay?
Yeah, no, he's actually originally from Boston, but Bay Area based now.
Okay, so he's out here.
Yeah, he's out here.
What's his name again?
G Coop.
Shout out to G Coop, man.
Yeah, man. No, he's a real under Jim. Okay, he's multi platinum.
That's right.
Producer. Yeah. But no, we do live production. Like I said, he'll hop on the bass. I'll hop on the drums. We might have some musicians come in on keys, stuff like that. I like doing that.
Yeah.
I don't like sitting at the computer, sitting at the beat machine. Okay, let's loop that. Like I don't have the patience for that.
I mean, coming from the house of the Lord, how could you do that?
Yeah,
I mean, you playing in church. What's liver than that?
I'd rather walk around. I'm more into songwriting.
Okay.
I'm more into lyric writing. I'd rather walk around and write a song. I'd rather get a beat.
Yeah.
I more so have an ear to find a dope beat rather than create one. And even with the drums, like some people don't like to admit some of their weaknesses or whatever.
Yeah.
But my strength as a drummer isn't necessarily creating the beat, creating the groove, it's executing.
Okay.
And then putting a spin on it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That's where you win. That's where I win at least.
Yeah. How many albums do you have?
Official albums I have 3 official albums that I've done. I've done a few mixtapes.
Yeah.
I've done like 5, 6 mixtapes, I would say. But like official albums, I've done 3.
And what was I gonna say to you? This is what I want to know. You grew up in the church. Have there ever been a point where you felt like some of your rap lyrics or whatever, somebody was telling you that it was devil music or some shit like that?
Not necessarily devil music, but yeah. In a sense, just not maybe not lifting the Lord's name or something of that nature, something like that. But if you honest and you true to yourself, you already doing sometimes 10 times more than what a lot of people in the church is doing anyway. Everybody got a personal life and everything like that. It's just about who chooses to live it honestly and who doesn't.
Okay.
So, like I said, I grew up in the church. My uncle's a pastor. I'm very well read in the Bible and everything like that, you know. But I'm not about to. You grow, you learn, you grow, you do you. And 9 times out of 10, I've come to see that a lot of people have a lot of personal lives that they tend to hide and push off as something else. So you just gotta be you.
Have you ever been performing and you was gonna do some lyrics or something like that, and you may have seen somebody that you know that like your mom's or somebody in the church or something like that made you a little bit more nervous to perform?
Check this out. I got a song produced by my man D Sharp. DJ D Sharp, he on Cameo now.
Okay,
he's the Warriors he's the DJs.
I've heard of
DJ
him.
for the Warriors.
Shout out to D Sharp.
That's another one of my brothers, man.
Okay.
Like, I got a song produced by D Sharp called "Get It."
Okay.
The hook though, it's like "Get it, bitch, come get it with a real one, get it." That's my mama's favorite song of mine.
Okay.
I'm talking some reckless shit on that song. My mom. She trains. She's a teacher. She be playing that for her students.
Yeah.
She a thug. She is from Richmond, California.
Okay.
Ain't shit you can pull over on her.
Yeah.
So initially, I thought that they'd be nervous. Man, they don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not scared to say nothing around my family. My kids hear my music. They know what's up. Like you can't hide that shit, man. My dad bought me Me Against the World when I was 10 years old. Listen to that shit when I'm 10. I thought I had to hide certain CDs and certain tapes. I didn't even have to hide that music. They didn't hide that from me.
Yeah.
It's out there. Listen. Now, like at that age, at 17, you can't say this shit.
Yeah.
No, you can listen.
Yeah.
I take that same approach, man. It's all good.
So how did you know that your daughter was gonna be good at the saxophone, or that she wanted to pick up an instrument? Like, was she influenced by you?
She just possibly she just picked it up in school. They offered it. She picked it up.
Okay.
She started on clarinet.
Okay.
And she went over to saxophone. And what's funny is she goes to the middle school that I went to, and she'll be going to the high school that I went to, and one of my friends from high school is going to end up being her teacher, her music teacher.
Dope.
So it's just it's like watching the circle of life is amazing.
Okay. Do you ever think that one day you may be a pastor in church?
Think I'm gonna go mace on them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about all that. I think that as I grow older and wiser, I can provide guidance.
Okay. So they call that a deacon around here.
Hey now.
Have you ever almost got picked up by any majors or signed any deals or something like that?
Signed a couple of deals before that didn't really go the way I planned for them to go. But
okay.
Yeah, I've signed some deals before.
You want to speak on it?
Not really.
Okay. Moving right along.
Because that might mess up some further business ventures. You know, things might come back around.
Okay. Okay.
They might act right this time around.
Okay.
All right. So nah. But yeah, I've done some signing before.
Okay. Did it help any? Did it help any though?
Yeah, it gave me thick skin and let me know that nothing's promised.
Yeah.
Even when it's signed, even when it's locked in, nothing is promised.
Gotcha.
Always prepare for when things can fall through. Always be prepared. Nothing is for sure. You always gotta have a backup plan, and you got a backup plan for the backup plan. And if the backup plan for the backup plan don't work, you gotta have a backup plan for the backup plan. For real, always. Because things can fall through at any moment. And you gotta stay prepared. You gotta stay ready so you don't get ready.
Do you have a manager?
Nah, I have a team.
Okay.
I have a strong team.
Have you ever been, have anybody in your team or somebody that was kind of overseeing your music try to ever get you to compromise like your music and like say, man, you sound doper if you did more of this that was completely different against who you are?
Not against who I am, but I can't lie. I kind of started picking up steam with my music when I stopped trying to how do I say, like, please certain crowds that really didn't have interest in what I had to say, and just focused on the crowd that was interested in what I had to say. So not necessarily compromising my music, but compromising who I paid attention to and who I wanted to appeal to. You don't worry about the people, the haters, not necessarily the haters, but the people. You don't necessarily worry about trying to turn people all the time.
Yeah.
If you key in on the people that really rock with you and keep feeding them, that's when you start building. That's when things start going your way. So once I kind of shifted my approach, things started going better for me.
How was it growing up in Richmond?
Dangerous. I don't know. It's good. It's Richmond. It's small. Everybody know everybody. It's about 4 families around, motherfucker. Yeah, man. It's Richmond, dude. It's you've heard of Richmond. You're familiar with the place.
Yeah.
You just see shit. You be around shit.
Any dope MCs that's on the underground out there in Richmond you want to give a shout out to?
Tons. Wow. That's because I'm going to miss some people right now.
Okay.
Tay Mackin's the first name that comes to mind. He's awesome. If you're gonna speak on Richmond, I gotta keep it real. R.I.P. RBC Bugsy, my bro. He was running things. He had the game on lock, man. He was on the ascent for sure. But the RBC crew, man, my dude Stu, Dope.
Shout out to RBC
Rubber Band Clan.
Okay, Rubber Band Clan Bugsy. I've heard of him too.
Yeah, man, he was amazing. We got some music together. He's a good dude and an amazing rapper, man.
One of our guests, Payroll Neff, that's his guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Payroll Neff too.
Now the dude I was telling you about, Alabanza Films, he was shooting for Payroll Neff.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, See, everybody connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So now you got like I said, you got Tay Mackin, you got Bez 19, another newer cat, Photo the Stove. He doing this thing. I don't know if you heard of him, but he been out. He kind of big. He Cash Click Bug. He from the South. He's from South Richmond. He a dope MC. Man, I'm trying to think right now, man. 'Cause I don't want to forget nobody. Oh, you got Colonel. He's doing this thing. MA the pilot. He out there. Yeah, man. Just shout out Richmond in general, man. Yeah. If you moving, you know who you are.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to. I got a little red cup in me, so I'm not trying to. I don't want to leave nobody else charge it to my head, not my heart, man. But no, I just want to see my city win in general. I don't got no funk with nobody out there, anything like that. I can move through all the sections, north, south, central, all of that. You know what I mean?
Do you feel like the Bay Area gets its unfair shake in hip hop?
Loaded question, but not so much anymore than it used to be. And people don't like when I say that. I think that right now there's an even playing field in the whole music game because of social media. Your top 2 MCs, arguably, if you're going to say Cole and Drake, arguably, you can put whoever out there from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Toronto. Mm-hmm. It ain't about being from the big market anymore. It's not about where you from or anything like that. So you can blow. But does Drake even constitute as being part of this conversation, considering the fact he was already a childhood star? I mean, that got to count for something because, if he already has an agent, don't you think that it's easier for him to get his hands where it needs to be? I think you got to put that work in regardless, especially for turning, and he turned a crowd. He turned an American crowd onto him. Like, even though people say he did it off Degrassi, and you still got to deliver the music. You
do have to deliver the music, but I'm saying this: if you have an agent and you've already been on TV, it's just a lot easier than a motherfucker. Let's just say a motherfucker that's playing the drums in their damn garage. That's the best drummer in Northern California. It's just a lot easier.
Definitely, you have more of a leg up. But I still salute the execution and the work ethic. I still salute it. You get in how you get in. Yeah. So I honestly think that
shout out to Drake and J. Cole.
Yeah, shout out Aubrey. Yeah. I think that the Bay has a pretty great shake, has a pretty great leg in the game. Like, excuse me, but it's different than the early '90s where a lot of markets took the slang and took kind of the style and didn't give credit to it. Now, it's still there's that going on, but there's way more acknowledgement to the Bay Area than I've ever seen. I've been around a minute. I've seen a lot of stuff, man. It's just different. The acknowledgement, the collaboration with artists from the Bay, like Bay Area artists being on Billboard, that was foreign to me. It was foreign to me for Bay Area artists to be on when I was younger to be on BET. To be on 106 in Park was not an option. It just wasn't a thought. Yeah. it wasn't a thought that you would see the E40 or the Too Short video or the Yuck Mouth video or something like that on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
Now, you know, people say what they want to say about G-Eazy. That's a Bay Area representative.
Yeah, he is.
That's a Bay Area representative doing it on a very grand stage.
Do you think that he benefits from white privilege in hip hop?
I'm gonna keep it solid. Possibly, just because that just is what it is. It's how the chips fall. But I saw G-Eazy at the New Parish, and I saw G-Eazy at Brick and Mortar before he was G-Eazy. He was packing them joints out with merch. He was running his merch game. He got it out the mud like everybody else have to.
Yeah. So he's definitely dope. I heard him on a Mr. Fab album.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Excuse me, that's the other thing. He's not no slouch of an MC.
Nah.
He gonna out rap 90% of the people that's talking trash about him.
Yeah.
Maybe the songs aren't what they're into, the type of music they're into. Maybe he doesn't do the type of street rap that you necessarily into. But if you're gonna talk about drop the beat, take the beat away, let's rap, the boy can rap.
Yeah.
Can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
So it just is what it is.
What about, is Eminem in the top 10 rappers of all time?
He in mine.
Okay.
He ain't really, with that being said though, he hasn't said nothing I can feel in my heart since like about 06, maybe even before that.
What's your favorite Eminem verse?
Oh, the verse off of Forgot About Dre. Either the verse off Forgot About Dre or the verse off of oh damn, the bomb. What's the difference on Chronic 2001?
Okay.
When he's talking about
what's the difference between me and you?
when he's talking about he say something he'll murder, I'll put sunglasses on her, have her riding through California and have her waving at people. Like that's just crazy.
My favorite Eminem verse is the one of 50 Cent Patiently Waiting. I thought it wasn't no verse better than
I hate that verse. I'll shoot through your pursuit. I'll let through this Uzi get shoot through your pursuit.
I like what he said. Shady Records was 80 seconds away from the towers. Some cowards fuck with the wrong building they meant to hit ours. My mind was fucking blown. That was down the street from 9/11. I said, okay.
Shady Records was not 80 seconds away from the towers.
But I mean,
they were not aiming for Shady Records, but whatever.
I mean, but see, that's the reason why a lot of people don't put him in their top. Some people don't put him in their top 10 just because it's a stretch of the imagination.
Nah, man, I take Eminem all day, man. It's wordplay, man. If you're gonna talk about straight vocabulary, nah, he's it for sure. My favorite MC, I'm gonna just throw it out there for sure. My favorite MC is Jay-Z, man.
Jay-Z.
All time for sure.
So I gotta ask you this question. In a versus battle, who should have went up against Jay-Z?
Who should go up against him?
Yeah.
Who can go against Jay-Z? Maybe Snoop.
Snoop motherfucking dog.
I would say Snoop, but
I agree.
I'm gonna keep it real because we like I said, man, if I put my group text out there with my boys, I'd probably either get arrested or hung for all the or canceled for all the stuff that we be saying, because we went out, we kind of went through the Drake versus Jay-Z.
Drake?
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, because Drake has the hits. Mm-hmm. Drake has more hits than damn near anybody in rap.
Yeah, definitely. But
if you're talking about, because we saw you catch the Fabulous versus Jada?
I did not. Who won that?
Oh man, Jada washed them.
Well, you know why? Because I mean, I'm gonna think like this. I think if they were both started off solo, then it would have been something. But if you could go to the lock shit and you could go to Rough Rider shit.
Hey, when that locks Bad Boy count, it's only about 5 years too. But that locks Bad Boy 5 years that he had on Fabulous.
I mean, anytime a nigga could go to that motherfucking DMX verse, niggas then started something.
The motherfucker pulled out Benjamins.
Come on, man, with the Michael Jackson breakdown. Watch this. I seen Jadakiss not too long ago. Hey, Steve, that nigga pulled out Ain't Nothing But the Benjamins on Us.
That motherfucker pulled out. Hey, and he did it so cold because he played Benjamins. He played Benjamins after Fabulous played that. You Be Killing Them. That's one of his biggest songs.
Yeah.
You Be Killing Them's a monster.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Because Fabulous is one of my favorite MCs on that motherfucking level.
I went to a Nelly concert to see Fabulous.
Yeah.
Like in 04. So okay. Nah. I'm messing with Fabulous came out my freshman year.
Okay.
2001.
Okay.
Jay-Z and Fabulous dropped. Jay-Z dropped Blueprint and Fabulous dropped Ghetto Fabulous the same day. I went to Target and caught both of them with $20.
Okay.
Like, nah, man. Like, nah, Fabulous, I respect his artistry like immensely. He's one of the more balanced rappers and artists that we've seen in a long time.
Well, you know what I like about Fabulous? Fabulous can actually rap some gangster shit, and then he could actually go into that club shit.
And that's
Fabulous can rap. Fabulous said something along the line like, the man's bad. I put a red dot on your head like the Japan flag.
Yeah, I know.
Some shit like that. I said, that boy is special. I get his nigga a shot.
Come on, man. From the first single, put this 9 right to the left side of your head, push your mind right. Come on, man.
I got to ask you a question now,
What's
because
up?
this is the part of the show, you know what I'm saying, where I like to ask these random questions.
Oh, shit.
Okay. From 1 to 100, where do you rank Ja Rule as being in the top 100 MCs?
Between 75 and 100.
Between 75 and 100?
I can't give you an actual number, but he's between 75 and 100 because he has hit-making ability, humongous hit-making ability, but there's such a large portion of like hip-hop like creators, your De La Soul, your A Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip. I think Tretch is an amazing rapper. I think Cool G Rap is an amazing rapper. Like when you got like your Cool G Raps, your Big Daddy Kane, your KRS-Ones, all those, I put them ahead of Ja Rule.
Yeah, definitely.
Like all time. So I think and then there's like you got your 90s, late 90s, 2000s, you got your DMX, Eminem. You got so many of those that I think once you start filling up them slots, he'll eventually get bumped down to like in there. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just off the top of my head.
Who is the most underrated rapper from the South?
Underrated rapper from the South. Ooh, that's nice. Underrated rapper from the South. Come on. Underrated rapper from. No, give me a second, because I fuck with the South heavy. Who has bars from the South? Because some of the cats, I used to say it was Killer Mike, but he's getting his shine now.
Yeah.
I used to say it was Killer Mike. So let me think. Nah, you got to give me a second. Let me come back to that one. Let me come back because we gonna come back to it. But that's a great question though.
Okay.
All right, give me another.
Who is the most underrated rapper from the West Coast?
Corrupt.
Corrupt?
Yeah.
You think Corrupt is underrated?
Yes.
I would say Yuckmouth was underrated.
Yuckmouth is my favorite rapper from the Bay Area.
Okay. So
Yuckmouth, I'd say Yuckmouth is number 2.
Okay. Now we got to rank them because I've done
actually. You know what? You know who really is the most underrated rapper from the West Coast?
Don't tell me. No. Say it.
Locksmith.
I would go that. Locksmith is dope.
Richmond, California. What's up?
Okay. Look at him.
Hold on. As a matter of fact, South Richmond, California. Went to El Cerrito High too. There we go.
Look at him. He feels so good about that.
You damn right. When you got a motherfucker rapping like that.
Shout out to Locksmith. I seen him the other day at the Dope Era. That was a dope ass battle that him and Fab had on the radio. Do you remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
That shit was off the motherfucking hook.
Ah man, I'm cool with both of them, so I'm gonna just leave it there. Fab's my guy. Lock is my guy. We know what happened.
Okay. You know what's a throwback question? Because the other day, this was the question of last week, and I'm just gonna bring it up real quick, right?
Okay.
Is Nas less than, equal to, or greater than Tim Duncan as a professional in basketball?
That's yo, I rock with you. We can have a conversation all day. He is
less than, equal to, or greater than.
He is less than.
You know what's crazy? Because if I ask 10 motherfuckers this, 5 say yes, 5 say no. I say equal, but Tim Duncan got 5 fucking rings.
But he wasn't as consistent as Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan as an NBA player is the portrait of consistency.
Yes.
That's kind of Nas's knock, is that in between It Was Written and Stillmatic, there was a drop off.
Yeah. Want me to tell you what happened? Because Nas is one of my favorite rappers. You ready? There's 2 Nas's that's going on.
Hold on.
Okay.
Before you go into that, because I did tell you Jay-Z's my favorite rapper.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So you already kind of with me. Yeah. But there are 2 Nas's. I prefer It Was Written over Illmatic.
So you prefer Esco? Because Escobar and Nasty Nas are two different Nas's.
Yeah.
You do know that?
Yeah.
Okay, so this would happen. When he's Escobar, he's Allen Iverson. When he's nasty, when he's nasty Nas, when he's nasty Nas,
he's Farrakhan.
Or the big fundamental. He's kind of. No, I got to tell you something. If you read rap lyrics and never listened to rap, Nas would probably be the best rapper of all time. If you just sat there and read rap lyrics.
I've actually written reports on Nas songs. I wrote a report on One Mic.
Okay.
I wrote because we had to write a report on two of our favorite rap verses, and I chose a verse from Allure, Jay-Z, off the Black Album, and I chose a verse from One Mic.
Okay.
So no, he's an amazing writer.
Okay. Now check this out. I heard that you said something about the Bible earlier, right?
Yeah.
Besides Jesus, if you could spend 2 weeks with any 3 Bible figures, who would they be?
Any 3?
Yes.
Ooh, a Bible figure.
One-on-one.
Joseph.
Which Joseph? The coat of many
Jesus'
colors?
is dad.
Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting.
Because that's like chopping it up with Joe Jackson.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with that?
I knew exactly what you said.
Jesus' dad?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Okay.
And it did. All right, let me know what really went down.
Yeah.
Pour up some of that wine.
Yeah.
In a chalice.
Yeah.
But nah, man, we got to go back though. Most underrated rapper.
Oh, so we going past the Bible questions? Now we're going back.
No, I'm with you. Because Joseph for sure.
But you got 2 more.
Oh, I got 2 more.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Things come in threes around here.
There we go.
Yeah, now
Joseph, Jonah.
Okay.
Because that was wild. And John the Baptist.
I like that. Can I tell you my 3?
Yeah.
I gotta go Moses, for the simple fact that, a lot of people.
Moses.
Huh? Yeah, that's Moses. It's funny though, because all religions might disagree with this person, that person, and this person, but they all agree on the greatness of Moses. So Moses, because I know that I wanted to know what he was studying. I know that he grew up in the Pharaoh's house as kind of like his son, and I knew he knew some Egypt type shit. Would have been interesting. I also would have wanted to John the Revelator.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who wrote Revelations? What did you see in heaven?
Yeah.
And this one, Noah. You know why? Because he was essentially kind of like the second coming of Adam. He was before the flood and after the flood.
Okay.
Shout out to my Jehovah's Witness partner. I asked him that question and he gave me the answer.
I'll take that.
Okay. Now, when it comes to most underrated MCs, right?
Yeah.
I was alluding to the fact this earlier because I asked somebody on the show, do you consider Big Boy underrated?
No. He crossed my mind, but nah, Big Boy, I think Big Boy is the best, not best person in a rap group ever.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's not, I'm sorry, 3 Stacks. Argue with me if you want, I don't give a damn. 3 Stacks is Andre 3000, man.
Yeah.
Those verses and what he's given to the game is amazing.
Yeah, and he could tell a story in one verse.
But Big Boy is like here to him though.
Yeah.
Which is a lot higher than a lot of NCs.
Yeah.
A lot. I would say he's the best, not best in the group. And if you're gonna say most underrated rapper from the South, I'm gonna go Scarface.
Scarface, you don't think that Scarface actually gets his proper due?
I think Scarface needs to be in a lot more top 5 conversations.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, now before we get out of here, I got to ask you this question. When you think of basketball, right, who's a bigger winner, Steph Curry or LeBron?
Damn it, man. Oh, they gonna hate me, man. Who's a bigger winner?
Yeah.
A bigger winner.
A bigger winner.
I'm in the Bay, man. I gotta go with Steph. I'm a Laker fan, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say that. That's all I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm a bigger winner. Damn, nah, man, that's LeBron. He don't want everything.
Well, check this out though. You know what the answer is for me? Somebody, my partner from New Jersey said, in basketball, Steph, because Steph is the underdog. But in life, LeBron.
I'll take that. But even then, though, so you're a bigger winner. You're a bigger winner because of what you overcame.
Yeah, LeBron. I mean, when you think like it was like if Steph Curry was not a professional basketball player, he has enough people around where he would have been successful anyway.
Okay.
I mean, when you look at the stands and see all the Currys and shit like that,
yeah,
they look like the black Cosbys or the black basketball Cosby shit.
When you put it in that context, that justifies Steph being bigger winner.
Steph Curry was not going to be selling dope or going back and forth to jail. He was going to be a winner in life, period.
But if you say who's achieved more in basketball,
that's not what I said. I said who's the biggest winner in basketball.
I'll go with Steph because Steph was built like me and shit.
Yeah. Because he wasn't expected to do all that shit.
I'll take that. No, that's where I can definitely like go with Steph for sure.
Like if I have to compare him to a Bible figure, I would compare him to David. He knocked the head off the motherfucking giant. He was the boy hero.
I'll take that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this nigga. We ain't taking this nigga serious. I mean, he was the same motherfucker that had an issue with Monte.
Was LeBron and the Cavs really Goliath?
LeBron was.
Now, that 73 win Warriors was Goliath. And LeBron was definitely David that season.
Well,
I watched that game with DJ H. Holla at level 13.
Well, you know what? You know what's funny though, because how you start when you get knocked off your motherfucking horse. When you get knocked off your horse, it's a humbling experience going into something. Like I watch boxers do this shit all the time. When you go in there thinking that you're gonna whoop somebody's ass and then you get your ass whooped, the second time you go fight this motherfucker, it's not. You don't even have the same mind frame.
Let me ask you a question then.
Yes, sir.
Is Drake a top 10 rapper of all time?
Rap artist? Yes. Rapper? No.
Ooh, you like see.
Rap artist? Yes. Rapper? Yes. But rap artist? No.
Okay, so you kind of separate rapper
from rap
artist.
Nate Dogg is a rap artist.
I'll dig that. I'll take that.
Questlove is a rap artist.
Artists that perform rap.
I mean, you a drummer. You got to get his niggas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, I love Questlove.
You know?
So you're saying artists that do rap.
Yeah, like MC Hammer is a rap artist. Will Smith is a rap artist. Will, like when it comes to rap artists,
okay.
Like, let me tell you something. Will Smith is at the top of what he do. You know how people say he's a corny rapper? Ooh. Will Smith is the best. I got to ask you a question. I got to tell you something about Will Smith you never thought of. You ready?
Oh, no, I'll rock with you. What's up?
Will Smith has the most well-known rap
easily
verse.
The fucking theme to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
People don't even count
man.
that.
I'm with that all day.
You got a song, you got the most #1 summer song, and then you got the most popular verse of all time.
Oh, yeah.
What's fucking with that?
Oh, nah. I'm with that all day. So, okay, I'll give you this question then.
Okay.
Who's the bigger star? Who's the bigger hip-hop? Who's the bigger rap star? Will Smith or MC Hammer?
Who's the biggest rap star?
Rap star.
Rap star? I'm going to say, it's hard to say. I'm going to say Pinnacly, Pinnacly MC Hammer, but Will Smith. Will Smith ultimately.
Yeah, for sure.
Will Smith ultimately.
For sure.
Because again, he has a song that comes on the motherfucking TV for the last, 26 years? Mm-hmm. So before we get out of here, man, you got to tell people, man, where they can find all your shit at, all right?
Oh, man, you can find me on all your digital streaming platforms and on all your social media, Omayga. Follow me at Omayga. Look me up. I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, all of that. Just search it up. Omayga, man. Stay tapped in with the movement. Stay tapped in with the moves, the visuals, the songs, all the content. It's all there to, for your viewing and listening pleasure, all that.
And one more time, what does Omayga stand for?
One man against your greatest army.
And P360?
Perpetual revolution.
I am Lawrence, the one, for another episode I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want.